And welcome or welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Justina. I'm a Western astrologer. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about the November horoscope for your zodiac sign. And in this forecast, I will discuss the main astrological events that will take place in the month to come. This forecast is most accurate for the rising sign. However, you can also watch it for your moon sign or for your sun sign if you wish. Without further ado, let's begin. All right, so hello Scorpios and welcome to your horoscope for this coming month. Now, as you can see, we've got 3 planets in the sign of Scorpio, and that's Mercury, Venus, and the Sun. Wherever the Sun is present, this is the area of focus for the month. And here the Sun will be in your sign until, around the 22nd of the month. All right, so Venus and Mercury are actually not that strong in the first weeks of November because they are combust, and a planet is combust when it is placed within an 8.5 degree from the Sun. So its influence is weak and vulnerable. And Venus here rules your area of relationships. Mercury rules your sphere of friendships as well as anything to do with investment. So these areas of life, especially the friendships and one-to-one connections, some aspects of these areas of life will have to be put aside or put on hold temporarily because you will have to focus your energies on your private life, on your persona. The reason for that is because this is where the Sun is present, and also the Sun rules your career life. So your career life, your public life may need your attention in these first 3 weeks of the month. And perhaps your love life, your relationships, your friendships, or any projects, ideas related to these areas will have to be temporarily put on hold. Here, the focus is on you and your career in these first 3 weeks of the month. Let's move to the 8th of November, because at this point, there is a lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus. It's a total lunar eclipse. Now, a total eclipse signifies meaningful, big, important changes. So here, a lunar eclipse is usually about endings, things coming to conclusion. We've got lots of erratic energies here because Uranus is present, and it's in a very close proximity to the moon, to the lunar eclipse. So expect the unexpected. You might really see some interesting developments happening connected to your love life, your relationships. But at the same time, since the 7th house is the first house of your partner, this is also when some important events might be taking place in your partner's life, your business partners. For example, they might be going through some major life changes. They might be making some important life decisions connected to their career, connected to their persona. So this could be the case, but whatever the scenario here, with the 7th house activation, the lunar eclipse, we had a new moon solar eclipse on the 30th now of April, and now this time around we have a lunar eclipse. So there could be some events that are kind of connected to those that happened in April, but on a different level. So here, a lunar eclipse is about something big. It's not a full moon. It's not about an idea only or a thought. This is about something huge. So this could be an engagement. This could be about taking your important relationship to the next level. This is about connecting on a deeper level. This is about seeking stability. Here, Taurus is a fixed sign. And with Taurus on your 7th house cusp, well, you seek stability, but here with Uranus, it's hard to maintain that stability because there's so much also independence that you might desire in your relationships and autonomy. But at the same time here, with the lunar eclipse being here, so generally engagement, marriage could be the case. This could be also about some important relationship that enters your life, a person with whom you might establish a business, a person with whom you might collaborate. This could be also someone like a coach, someone who could help you move forward with your ideas, with your life. Here, the 9th house is especially connected to people who give advice, and with the moon being placed here in the 7th house connecting to Uranus, here you might also either there could be already someone in your life who might really help you to make progress, might give you a really important advice, or perhaps you might meet this person in the next 6 months. But overall, this is about one-to-one connections, relationships. But this isn't only connected to this area of life, because we've got the Sun, Mercury, and Venus that will be also opposing this solar lunar eclipse. So there will be events happening also in different spheres of life. And this is also connected to your career, especially since Uranus will oppose the Sun. So also some important events, situations, change of direction connected to your career will be taking place, or might be taking place for many Scorpios. But generally here, with the South Node in your sign this year, with the lunar eclipses on Taurus and Scorpio, this is so much about you changing on a deeper level, internally, externally as well, following that solar eclipse in your sign. So there's a lot of intensity, and these energies will carry on next year, because we will have 2 more eclipses on Taurus and Scorpio axis. So with the first and the seventh house, this is about changes in your life, personal life, your identity, your ego. You're going through a transformation at this time. At the same time, how you relate to another, how you deal with relationships, and how you see yourself in a union. These might be also important questions that may take place. All right, so I'll discuss this lunar eclipse in more depth closer to the day, but this is just to give you some heads up. Now, moving forward between the 15th and the 17th, depending on where in the world you are, Venus and Mercury will move into your financial sphere. So here, the Sagittarius season will be connected to your financial safety and security, and you might see that your financial situation might improve, because Jupiter will station direct around the 25th of November. And with Jupiter being in a direct motion, this is like having more hope, becoming more optimistic. And Jupiter rules your second house. You might see that some projects related to financial growth and development might pick up, and you might finally see some really good results and outcomes moving forward. So that's really exciting. But also during Sagittarius season, you might see yourself becoming, on one hand, more practical about your money spending habits, but on the other hand, you might really feel like buying some objects of beauty here under the influence of Venus. Now on the 23rd, we've got this Sagittarius new moon at 1 degree of Sagittarius. And this new moon is about something fresh, because it's happening at a very early degree of Sagittarius. So this could be connected to a new idea that could help you to improve your finances, improve your financial situation, the safety and security, the financial security in your life. But at the same time, this could be related to a purchase of an object, a physical object. Now, this is also related to a new income revenue, or generally, if you have your own business, you might see also that this new moon might act as a trigger that could help you to have more sales or gain a new client. Here, Jupiter is about to station direct in your 5th house, which is connected to self-employment and freelancing. With a new moon here, perhaps a new contract, a new client might also arrive, especially as well since Mars, even though it's retrograde, but it will trine Saturn here during this new moon and also in the final days of the month. So with Mars also speeding up in mid-November, connecting to Saturn, that is about stability, consistency, structure. This will be a really interesting time when you might see some aspects of your work life moving forward. Now, this is because Mars will be moving a bit faster throughout this time, but also Mars and Saturn, this is like action leading to success. So you might also see that some events, situations, projects that you worked on at the end of September, they might return in the final days of November. You might work on them again or return to them, or you might want to improve them, or perhaps it could be completely unrelated. But here with Mars and Saturn trine, this is also very good for dealing with your mortgage, investments, your debts, your credit card statements, and seeking more stability, prosperity, and becoming more organized also about this area of life. All right, so here we go with Jupiter stationing direct on the 25th. As I said, this could be related to new projects, a new client, a greater self-esteem when it comes to your skills and talents, a stronger need for self-expression, creative self-expression. And generally, you might feel very creative. It might be easier for you to work on artistic projects. Perhaps with Jupiter being retrograde here, you may have experienced creative blockages. This might no longer be the case when Jupiter stations direct. All right, so here Jupiter might also bring an opportunity for travel, since the fifth house deals with fun, pleasure, entertainment, rental properties. All right, so thank you very much, Scorpios, and I'll stop sharing my screen with you now. All right, so thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed this forecast, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you and bye for now.